Alright, so today's game is Solus Project. Much like Subnautica, it starts out, you're out in space, and then the next thing you know... That's what it'd be like. It just... You start plummeting down towards the planet after being struck by... Well, frankly, I'm not sure what struck us, but we got struck, and then now we're on entry. Upon crash landing, you get yourself a scanner and you immediately start pointing it at stuff so that it can basically tell you what you already knew. Heavy, multi-purpose, rock. No shit. You know, it does help you interpret things, like little pages you can find over there and stuff like that. Point to it in a moment. So unlike Subnautica, it takes place primarily on land. But there is water, but you know, you're not really supposed to go in the water. You can see the other islands, as you can see from here. There is a day and night cycle, and your PDF thing here will help you manage your health, your temperature, because you can die of exposure, your food, calories, and your water, as well as how much sleep you're getting. You cannot build yourself an actual shelter. You actually have to seek refuge in caves like that one over there. And, you know, like most open world games, or survival games, you need to eat, drink, craft things. I can make a torch with that, so I'm going to yoink. And also I can crack open those things with this pipe. And, oh, with the scanner, I can scan people's thoughts that they wrote down in their diaries. Playing with fluids at 0G, blah blah yada yada stuff, and there's all sorts of lore to find. There's a bunch of different crew members, some of which you can find the corpses of. And you'll notice I keep saying open-ish world. So there are islands, as I pointed to earlier, and there's, you know, this island, and I can go anywhere I want on this island, up on those mountains, swim around it. You're not allowed to swim to the other islands. I have tried. It just flings you back. But if I do want to go to the other islands, I have to travel through caves. Most of the caves are linear, but there is one cave that's like a giant hub. That one's kind of a pain in the ass, but we'll get there. So if you start hearing chimes off in the distance, it usually means extreme weather, such as like that there, tornado. One of the many different extreme weathers you can get happened to be a meteor storm. So I am gonna go and seek shelter. So quickly into your adventure, it quickly becomes apparent that there was some sort of an ancient civilization between these bars and the mechanisms that opened them. The reason why I keep calling it open-ish world 2 is because there is an actual set story. You're meant to be here to see if it's habitable for humans, and then build a radio tower to tell your friends if it is or isn't. I've never actually finished it, so one, I can't spoil it, and two, I don't want to spoil it, so, you know. Cave dive at your own leisure, you know, there's a little thing over there that I can veer off into. Where is it? Over here. And then there's the main way, you know, this will probably loop back into there somewhere, but it'll be a much more difficult path. But will probably come with some sort of relic that will help me in the long term. But, Yeah, there's also like weird little artifacts like these masks and other things, but we'll get there. There's a lot of different lore and stuff you can find along the way in regards to the precursor race and or what happened to them slash their people. One of the good things about this game, but fundamentally one of the bad things about filming this game, is the cave systems are incredibly dark. So it's a little shitty to be like, isn't it pretty? Isn't that void? Isn't it beautiful? Oh my god, you can really tell they paid attention to the detail in that, like, right? Like, you know what I mean? But like, say for example, what you can see, such as this, seems to be some sort of trap. I was hoping it was gonna like in front of me so I could demonstrate it better. And then there's other traps set obviously by civilization, like people of a specific civilization, advanced enough to know how to work iron. So, you know, there's a certain degree though in all this darkness of just like, oh my god, what the fuck is gonna come out at me? Because suffice to say, things do eventually come out at ya. I gotta tell you though, all the caves that are eerie, this one here is the eeriest. Because these things are fucking creepy. Oof. Terrifying. You like see the little bastards blink. You alive yet? Chills, motherfuckers, chills. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking hate this. I am not okay with this. Oh, I'm not okay with this. So is the game atmospheric?
Dehydration imminent.
Absolutely. Every time this thing chimes, just that little like chirp, I'm like, oh, terrifying. What is it now? What is the next problem I have to deal with, right? Like, I don't know, it's just, this thing itself is already like a little like, ah. But then you got like this beautiful little town thing here, and that ambient noise, and sometimes the caves make terrifying noises. It's amazing. It's so good. I've played it a few times. I haven't made it to the end yet. Every time it's a great time. From a technical aspect point, the only real complaint I have is that I want this in this hand and this in this hand, but I want the controls of this hand over here because it feels like they're reversed. I feel like naturally this is supposed to be held like this, but I don't know, it just doesn't feel right to me. It feels righter having it in my left hand. But that means I have to suffer with constantly screwing up the controls because they're technically backwards for me. But other than that though, like this is the one game I have the least amount of tracking issues with, and look at that view. Every island has like a different little vibe to it, you know, and it's just, look, it's so beautiful. Look at that view, especially that big old planet right there. So nice.
Anomalous activity detected nearby.
Yeah, if there was a long list of things you don't want to see in the dark in an alien planet with a weird cathedral-esque feel to it, is definitely that. Yeah, I suppose a close second to just the one, right, would be, this. Oh my...